If you're watching this video, you're about to make a whole lot of money. In today's episode, I want to break down for you how to grow your social media followers. Social media has changed. Remember back in the day, you can post anything and it's like you were going viral. But social media business model has changed, so your content strategy has to change. And I want to break down for you the secret to going viral and the secret to engaging content that builds your brand, your business, and your bank account. It's a secret. Consistency does not get results if you're consistently doing the wrong thing. So now you've got social media experts telling you post 3 times a day, but not telling you what to post. You've got people that's like, something wrong with the algorithm. It's the rhythm of the algorithm. Don't even know what it is. Social media is an alternative for people to advertise. It's an advertisement platform. Not just NBC, not just ABC. If you're watching this video, you're about to make a whole lot of money. Welcome back to Monetize with Marcus. I'm your host, Marcus Roger, where the goal is to take the questions that you ask your friends they don't know, ChatGPT and Google, and answer them in video form. Well, we're answering a major question today because social media got everybody strung out. I'm talking about people, you got any more than followers? It's got the whole world strung out. You got people that's like, something wrong with the algorithm. You're like, what's the algorithm? It's the rhythm of the algorithm. Don't even know what it is, but complaining about an algorithm. So how do we break all this stuff down and make it where it's not confusing? Like, how do we do it in plain language? How do we treat it like a 2-year-old keep asking, why? Why is my followers not growing? Why are people not engaging? Why are they not clicking the link? Why are they not commenting? Why are they not buying? Are you asking that? You're like, why? Well, I want to break this down and answer it for you. And I'm going to go backwards so you can understand like my context. Man, I got out in these social media streets so long ago that when I got online, fam, I didn't know what I was doing. And I think that the results show the gap in my ignorance. What does that mean? Consistency does not get results if you're consistently doing the wrong thing. So now you've got social media experts telling you post 3 times a day, but not telling you what to post. So the frustration is you're being consistent, but you're consistently doing the wrong thing. It's like, do you get what I'm telling you? So before we can be consistent and not get burned out, we've got to figure out what should we be doing, and we got to understand the whole environment of social media. Well, let's go back into time. All right, let's go flashback to early stages of social media so we can understand how to grow our followers now. The old way of doing things. You remember back in the day that everybody was just posting photos of their food? Like, I don't know who started the trend. Do y'all remember that? It was like, now we do video of it. I get it. But it wasn't so much about video. It was photo. It was real heavy on photos. So it was, girl, move your hand. You had to get that photo of that food, especially during Thanksgiving time. I wanted to tell all y'all, we all got the same mac and cheese, fam. You don't need to show me your plate. But that was how it started. But here's what I want you to realize. Think about this. Social, I'm going to just use Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, any of these that you find are a business. You got to get out of your head. Although you signed up for free, you are what they're selling. First point, you're going to write that down. You signed up for free, you're what they're selling. Why would Mark Zuckerberg sit in a dorm room and build something to work for free? It's not a nonprofit. So you have to first come into the context of you are entering into their business the moment you get an email account and sign up for a social media account. Back it up. This is going to change the game for you already. The moment you got your email account. All right, I got to go even deeper with this. Some of y'all still got your AOLs. Some of you still got your Hotmails. Little Pistol Starter at hotmail.com. Tink Tink at Hotmail. Back it up 927 at Hotmail. Okay. But, so listen to this. Let's go deeper with this. Hotmail, that's a business. Yahoo, that's a business. Gmail, that's a business. Why are those accounts free? They're selling you something. So you signed up for a business, which we're going to go to in a second, to then sign up with another business social media. So your Instagram, Facebook account, TikTok account, YouTube account, they're all businesses. So if you date all the way back, when you first signed up for these quote unquote businesses, let's go back 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, fam, there was no like large stream concept that we now have as an influencer. Regular people were not getting paid for posting on social media years ago. Their business was not set up to protect them from you stealing from them. It's so good already. Hey, so imagine if they had, I'm gonna just use a term, a prevention and loss department. So if they built their business, social media is a business, to be able to sell to advertisers, they needed a free marketplace, you, to take your content, upload it to their app for them to sell it to advertisers to get in front of you. That's the business model. We're going to offer a free resource for people to connect with one another, share their stories. So your cell phone, you know how when you go to the concert and you're that aggravating person standing in the way recording the whole concert, and all of us are behind you like, if you don't sit your, you that person, you stand there the whole time with your phone out of your hand, you're working for free for them. You're an unpaid videographer. Because the whole time you're on the app, you're uploading content from a phone you pay for, and that's a part of their business model. That works just fine. We've got to pause right there because I'm in the giving mood. I decided to offer you a free gift, absolutely free. Now, I tell you all the time about turning your ideas into online income, but how am I going to tell you to do something and not provide the resource for it? There's so many questions that people have online about what should I post? How do I get my engagement up? How do I get people to click the link in my bio, buy from me? What should I sell? Whether it's an ebook, an online course, how much should I charge? How do I launch? How do I do a webinar? You see what I'm saying? So I decided to create a free training and give it to you that you can utilize to learn how to literally take the services that you do or the ideas you have and build a successful online company. Go to www.monetizewithmarcus.com, my gift to you. You're welcome. When we're on the app all day, they're taking the data of how much time we're spending on the app and they're selling that to advertisers to say, hey, we have 3 billion people, 3 million people who are on the app this many hours. Walmart, pay us money. You don't have to advertise with billboards and television. Social media is an alternative for people to advertise. It's an advertisement platform. Not just NBC, not just ABC. Before, you only heard your favorite businesses market on a radio station and on TV. Now, where do they market? When new shows or new movies are coming out, where are they marketing? On social media. It is a business. You get it now. You get it. It's in the business of attention. So the same way we used to sit in front of the TV, thank God it's Friday, the same way we used to watch Monday night TV on NBC, ABC, now we are watching social media. You got it now. Now let's go back to, because you got to understand the old ways to get how to win in this new market. Is this making sense for you? Is this making sense? Like you're like, hold on, history lesson, fun, very fun history lesson. All right, so watch this. Just imagine for a second, I want you to flip the script. Imagine if you are the owner of a social media app. We're just gonna say, we're gonna say you own, come on, come here. You watch it, you own Instagram, you own Facebook. You got that? Now just imagine you own it and you're like, oh my God, we're killing it. We're making millions of dollars. We're making millions of dollars. We're about to be making billions of dollars. And you start seeing a decline. You're like, what is going on? Why are we making less money? And you start tracking trends and you call your whole team in. Hey, Bob, what's going on? We got more people subscribing, more people signing up for the app, but we're making less money in advertisement dollars. Man, there's this thing called influencers and coaches. They keep telling people, click the link in my bio and sending them away from the platform. You got it now. Just imagine, hold on, you still in the business meeting. What do you mean, influencers? Yes, these people who built a whole lot of followers and they're selling the same advertising we're selling to their followers. They're selling to brands, you know, the same brands that could pay us. They're selling to brands to post to their followers that they build on our business. Are y'all getting what I'm telling you? You get it now. You were robbing their business. So why would they help when you're like, man, I can't grow my followers? Why would I help you steal from me? You're like, hey, grab that side of the TV. Come on, walk it out to the car. Every time you told someone to leave social media to go to your website, you stole from them because they get paid when people stay on the platform. Every time you told somebody to click the link in your bio, comment the word ready. Mini chat, same thing. Every time you got paid on their platform to post to other brands. So when you used to see your favorite influencer say, hey, I'm getting brand deals, those brand deals are not in the favor of Instagram and Facebook because they're a business. Now you get it. So the old way was free for all. But what did they have to do? They had to change their business model for them to be able to generate revenue. Like, hold on, we got to stop this. These influencers, oh, no. Let's just use somebody like let me look it up right now. Let's throw out a celebrity. Let's use what's the girl that they be going to the Kansas City Chiefs football game everybody talking about? Taylor Swift. All right, let's look her up on Instagram real quick. Taylor Swift. I don't know her name. There it is. Woo, 279 million followers, and she's following 0 people. 279 million followers. All right. Now, if an advertiser let's just say if Instagram allowed her to post and reach all 279 million people, family, that's more people than the amount of people that watch Monday Night Football. She now becomes a television network. Are you getting what I'm telling you? So why would Instagram, when you say they ain't even showing it all my followers, why would they? Why would they let this girl post something to 279 million people? Fam, I live in Atlanta. There's more people than people in Buckhead. In the whole city. It's like, yo, that's a whole city, right? That's a whole state. All right, here we go. We gotta move forward. Now you get the premise. Social media has changed because people have changed. It evolved. It grew to protect its own interests. But guess what? You can still win in the space. Because the new way that I'm going to teach you now, and I want this episode to be short, the new way that I'm going to teach you of what stopped working. So we got to talk about what stopped working and what's working. What stopped working and what's working. What stopped working and what's working. All right? So we're going to go over to the board really quick. So when we're talking about how to grow your social media following, let's divide this. What are some of the things that stopped working? Right? Over here. Not working. We should put this in red. Not, all right, that ain't gonna work for me. Let's go with this right here. Let's go, hold on, let me just change my marker right here. Give me a new marker. There we go. Give me red. Not working. All right, you can see that a little bit. Let's go back to black. And working. Now, we're still in the old way a little bit of what's not working because I don't know if y'all remember this. I'm going to just talk about Instagram a little bit because that's my social media drug of choice. You know what I'm saying? We all got different drug choices, all right? Some of us are addicted to TikTok. That's not really my vibe. Some of us are addicted to LinkedIn. I'm kind of addicted to Instagram and YouTube. Those are my social media drugs of choice. Okay. Now, I'm going to just talk about Instagram for a second. I'm sure you're old enough to remember that on Instagram there was a day and time that there was grown people. Okay, let me come closer because I don't want our cousins to hear us talking about them. There was grown people that was studying their lines of a video to be able to mouth them. You remember that? There were grown people that were studying dance moves. There's grown people studying dance moves, fam. I'm talking about full-fledged. The same kid that couldn't remember that Easter speech was remembering whole lines from Instagram. All right, you embarrass your mama like twice. You're like, you only have but 2 lines. And Jesus wept. All right, moving right along. But what changed and what stopped working is the old age where now a new stat came out, and you can look this up, where they asked people what type of content they prefer to see. And of course, education, I'll just do that. Then I'll go to entertainment. Education was about 43%. So people still enjoy being educated on it, but they prefer, some level of trends as it relates to cultural norms, things that are happening with celebrities. That's always going to be the top. However, like those dancing videos and stuff like that scored at the lowest. People are kind of tired of seeing it now. So this is not scoring well. It's not working. Why? Because people don't want to see it anymore. It's cool for a second. We still watch the little the videos where people are doing spoofs and people are picking at people on down the line. What's them guys that's always aggravating people in the stores and spitting and throwing stuff? Like those pranks, those score really, really well. But some of this stuff has stopped working because now people's consumption and their attention is shorter. So what is working? What is working is, this is going to seem simple, but I promise you, you'll be shocked who misses out on this. You should quit working for free. How did social media hire all of us to be their workforce? We're on the app posting videos, going live, creating reels. We do not get paid when we create content on social media. They do, by selling our content to advertisers. But how do you actually build an online business using social media? I want to break it down for you and give you access to it. There's 5 simple steps. I'll tell it to you in a few seconds. Step number 1 is client attraction. I'm going to show you how to actually attract clients that will happily pay you what you're offering. Step number 2, how to capture them. How do you get their emails? How do you get their phone numbers? How do you get them to show up to your event? Be on your Zoom calls. To what I refer to as client dating. It's where you nurture a relationship with people to get them to say yes to whatever you're offering. And I'm even going to show you what type of content to create that gives you brand visibility and brand recognition. I call it content to cash flow. You get access wherever you're watching this video. You'll see it in the description and you'll see it beneath this. Let's get back to the episode. I'm going to put this all in one line. Niche, specifics, and steps. This is the highest performing content. People do not like general things. I'll tell you what I mean. When I say niche, if every time you show up, you were speaking to a specific audience, a shout out to my family here that's in real estate, right? So a niche would be real estate. Now, a niche even deeper in this, let's just slide this up, or let's slide over. So let's use this, let's use what we're talking about right now, a niche. If this is the overall niche, real estate, that's a big circle, wouldn't you say? If we got a bunch of people in here, but how do we channel the attention of this big group of people? Real estate is pretty wide. We would have to go wide real estate, so that would be listen to this, write the note. That would be your general audience, real estate. We in my teaching bag now. I feel I need to roll my glasses down. Real estate is a general audience. Why? Because there's so many sides to real estate. You have the investor side, you have the person who's looking to buy a home, you have a person who is a real estate investor, that's all they do. You got wholesale, you got fix and flip, you got buy and hold, you got people who are looking for a primary residence. You get what I'm saying? It's so wide and I can go on, on. So the general is real estate because there's so much in it. So some of them are trapped in there. The specific audience might be people who are curious about learning how to get started with selling real estate. So now we picked a specific audience within it. People who are interested in learning how to get started with selling, or people who are already selling and looking to close more deals. You see what we just did? We took a general thing, real estate, we made it specific to people who are looking to sell, to get started selling, or people who are already selling, looking to make more, or learn some of the things you're learning in real time. Now we go into, come on. Let's make sure we stay on track. All right, so if we go general audience, let me just make this simple, it's real estate. This is all out here. The whole overall circle is real estate. We grabbed a specific audience within real estate. Why did we do that? It's the difference between saying women and mom. Women is all of them. Mom now specifies. It moves now to a specific person. So then we go into the niche audience. This is that small bullseye of people that now you can talk specific things. Let's say it's realtors who sell luxury real estate and they're looking to find lenders. See what we just did? We went from general to this specific audience to this niche audience. Why? Now, imagine the nuance of if you get online and you say, hey, if you are selling luxury real estate of $1 million or more and you're trying to find lenders that can get you funded or however you want to word it in less than 30 days. You find a problem in that space and that's all you talk about. Guess what happens online? You cut through all the noise. You cut through all the noise and you're speaking to a specific group of people that they're the only ones that know what you're talking about. Everybody else is like, huh? That's the goal. The goal is, you follow me now. The goal is to take the general, the specific, and the niche, and that's the only thing you talk about. You talk about 3 levels of content in one space. You get it now. Now, how do we get to the steps? This is all you do. You take these 3 things and all you're explaining is, in your content, is these easy steps. This performs the best online. How many of you watch a video more than once that breaks down? I'm gonna show you the exact software that I use to follow up with leads who went to my page and didn't buy. Boom, I got your attention. Step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, and then say if you wanna get access to all 3 of these steps, comment the word blank. Now I got you off the app. That performs the best. There's nothing, like now you beating the algorithm. Now you beating social media. You get it now. So we go niche, specific, gen, and steps. This is what's working. This is what's working right now. This is what's working. Dancing videos, not so much. Food videos, not so much. Random posts and reshares, not so much. I don't care what platform it is. This stuff can, if you're extremely entertaining, if there's hard cuts, transitions, things of that nature, okay? So number 1, this is what's working. If you want, this is a strategy you can use for content. Number 2 thing that's working. Fam, you gotta use editing softwares or either find somebody. Ain't no way around it. Let me go side down for a second. You're gonna have to use some editing softwares. Whether it's a CapCut, whether it is you're gonna use some AI technology or you're gonna hire someone, you have to. Here's why. We are dealing with a group of people that are struggling with acute ADD, fam. Like this is what's known as a talking head. If the whole time I'm talking to you is like this is a talking head video. These don't perform as well unless there's some, let's go from tight to wide. Unless there's some zoom in, zoom out, tight, wide, let's go back, like this right here. This would even work. So if you just do CapCut and you take your fingers and zoom in and out, that's gonna work better than just, you're gonna have to. It's just the world we're living in, fam. You're gonna have to be to go, even if you don't have multiple angles, multiple phones on down the line, you need someone that can add those layers for you, okay? That's neither here nor there. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. How to grow your followers on social media. First, understand that social media is a business. I gotta make sure you're getting all this. It is a business. I approach social media like the business that it is. My competition is not another podcaster. My competition is not another consultant, another coach. My competition is not another communicator. My competition is social media. Every day, who I gotta beat? Social media. My competition ain't nobody else. I know it ain't nobody else, fam. I know it's not. Listen to this, it's our ability to be able to educate ourselves and have a conversation every day with one group of people, to go general, specific. Like, am I gonna be disciplined enough to where the old days of just throwing something at the wall? That don't work. So a couple pieces of advice, and I want you to be able to sit in this episode and execute this. I'm gonna give you an execution plan. You gotta be able to sit in this right here, okay? Like, I'm gonna give a few more examples so you get it. General, specific, niche. General, specific, niche. But one of the things I'll tell you before I go back and like break it down even more is the one thing that people never assess, this right here, this team, this got to be a quote that we put up. Like, they got to be able to see this more than once what I'm about to say. The one thing that nobody ever assess as what they need to grow their social media, people think they need influencers, they need shout out pages, they need brand, they need ad. The one thing that nobody ever assesses, I think I need to get better at communication. I promise you, if you spend any amount of time learning how to say what you say better, that will hack the algorithm up by itself. Fam, if you just learn how to flat-footed look at the camera, be able to turn, give me this one right here. To be able to turn and be confident in what you say, look right directly at people, and it could fit, be honest, do it feel like I feel natural in here? Does it come across like I don't feel confident in what I'm talking about? You don't hear, no. The ability to feel confident and competent in what you do is a skill that helps you in all areas of business. My suggestion to you is that you actually develop the skill, the competence to be able to communicate better what it is that you want to talk about. That don't mean you got to study your lines. Number two, when you pull out your cell phone, When you sit in front of a camera, whatever you think about you, we will feel when we watch your content. You project you every time you film. So if in the back of your head you feel like people don't get it or you feel uncomfortable, that is projected. And fam, that ain't the algorithm. That ain't the algorithm. You get what I'm saying? That ain't the algorithm. It's for you to show up with a level of, number one, competence, number two, confidence. Now, I believe you can't build a business bigger than you build yourself. So I think that some things are inside job that happens with our faith. That's my belief. I believe that there are some things that is a God-sized problem. I do not believe that more followers will solve a lack of competence or confidence. You just invite a whole lot of people to watch you be what you are. So go viral tomorrow and you are who you are. Woo, message, offering plate, pass it around. Let me get $7, Sister Johnson. You ain't gave in 3 weeks. I'm just playing. All right, let's go to the board. And I got to get up out of here. All right. So I gave you the real estate example. Now, I'll be honest, I'm biased. I gave you the real estate example because my people ain't here that does real estate. And I just wanted to give them something. But this works in any space. Are you getting what I'm saying? Like, why do you follow the people that you follow? Why do you engage with the people that you engage with? Saves still matter. Like, let me go back one last time so you get it. Saves are still working. That grows your followers. Shares still working. That grows your followers. The amount of engagement, so like comments, it's specifically, and I'm gonna have to do a part two, specifically comments that are more than 2 words. So emojis is not the thing that pushes it out like that. So we're talking about like genuine engagement. All right. So save still work, share still work, comments are still working. So watch this. If we know that these are things that works, that grows our followers, that put us in front of more people, that means we need more save-worthy content. So how do you get that? When you tell people content that requires steps and the video is less than 15 seconds, they save it. They save videos that have steps and they also watch it more than once. If I say, I'm going to show you the 3 ways to plan out your content. I got a video right now that has 400,000 views. Guess what I did? I told them how I plan out over 40 pieces of content every week in less than 20 minutes. The video is 12 seconds. Every step that I told them in the video is 2.5 seconds. What does that make them do? Have to watch at least 2 to 3 times. How do I create 40 pieces of content and teach 2 live messages and a podcast? This is not inaccurate. I really do this, right? How do I do that with less than an hour and 20 minutes a week? Step 1, I do this. Step 2, I do this. Step 3, I do this. Need more help with this, comment the word ready. Why did I tell them to comment the word ready? Because I got to get them off of social media. So now 300,000 views, we grew an email list to almost 10,000 people off that one thing. So now I got 10,000 people that left. Hold on. That means I beat social media. I whooped they behind. Got him. You get it. You get it now. You get it. Okay. So that made them watch it. That made them comment. So of course, if I'm telling them to comment ready to get access to my entire process or come to something live or lead magnet and all that kind of stuff. Shares work, which means I need what type of content? Shareable content. So I told you who to speak to with the general, let me just write this over. All right. And we're going to go general. Boom. Excuse the writing. I'm going fast. Specific. Boom. Niche. These are 3 audience. You got it? So when we're saying general, specific, niche, this could be in any space. If I say I speak to entrepreneurs, you get it now. Entrepreneurs general. It's too broad. What type of entrepreneur? Entrepreneurs who sell digital products and courses. Boom. Specific. Entrepreneurs who sell digital products and courses and they are looking to create a monthly launch system. Boom. Niche. Who do you help? Business owners. All right, cool. Business owners, entrepreneurs. How do you help them? That would be specific. Help business owners and entrepreneurs run paid ads. Niche. Run paid ads that attracts their clients and lower their cost per lead. Boom. I can do this all day. You get it. Who do you help? Who do you help? I help videographers. That's broad. What type? Videographers who film cinematic, who film cinematic and short stories, right? Specific, niche, and then you go a little bit deeper. Now, your content is for all three. Just like that, you're creating a community surround one whole space. And here's what's amazing: your general audience is interested in specific content. Your specific audience is interested in niche content. Your niche content people are the ones who typically pay you the most money. Now you're monetizing. You owe me money. I want you to cash at me right now because I shouldn't even be telling you this. It's really none of your business. I mean, I'm sure social media is going to be mad at me about this. They're going to be like, why'd you tell them? Why'd you tell them? I snuck into the Instagram meeting, bust up in the mother like the upper room. All right, let me go back. All right, so now that I told you what's working, we done. Saves, shares, comments is working, so you get it now. I hope you are. Is this making sense, y'all, that's in here? General, specific, niche. Now that I know my audience, what type of content do I create to grow my followers? If shares is working, shareable content. Here are the top 5 things to do if blank. That's shareable. If I want somebody to share, if I say tag a real estate agent you're proud of, right? Or if I say tag a business owner who you're proud of. Watch this. This I know if I do this today, it's shareable. Most entrepreneurs have trust issues because most clients got line issues. Tag an entrepreneur or share this if you agree. I bet you any amount of money, if I post it today, I'm going to get shares and saves on it. Why? Because it is the sentiment of other people, so they'll share it on their page because it sounds like something they would want to say. Shareable content is when you say on your page what would be a reflection of somebody else's thought, so they'll say it. You get it now. The person like, that's true. Do you feel me? So you create shareable content. You create content that can be saved. This could be checklists, how-tos, step-by-step, cheat sheets, lists, top cars, new interest rates, top city to invest in. If it's like, well, I can go across the board. Any niche, any genre, if you in fitness and you start telling people the top foods to eat if you're trying to build muscle, the top foods to eat if you're trying to lose weight. They will save it, some will share it. When you're trying to get comments, you create something that has polarization that can be true or false. If I speak in absolutes, someone's going to argue with me. And if I speak in absolutes and I say, I believe right now, if you don't have a LinkedIn account, you're losing money. What do y'all think? Or I say, here are my top 3 social media platforms. Which one is yours? I'm going to force comments. I'm going to force engagement. You get it now. All right, my work here is done. Yeah. So, how do you grow your followers? The point I made in the middle of it, I think you should, I love you, but you got to get better. You got to get better at communicating your message. Let's use this, for example. Did I not break it down for you? Did I explain the general? So what are you going to walk away with? Remember, general, specific, niche. That means I got better at explaining the concept. How did I start this episode? By making a comparison and getting you to see that a boardroom of people met about the decline, and you got a chance to see influencers and how you were setting up shop in their business. So it wasn't enough to tell you to grow your followers. I had to get better at teaching you how to do it. If you get better with words, I promise you everything in your life can get better. So here's what I want you to do, fam. I want you to break down what is your general audience, what is your specific audience, and what is your niche audience. I want you to be thinking shareable content, save content, and content that forces engagement to build comments. If you consistently do this, you will grow your followers on social media. All right, well, if you need me, you know where to find me, fam. I got a few things for you. Number 1, if you would like my help to assist you with learning how to create content that grows your followers and grows your brand, business, and bank account, you can get access to content to cash flow mentorship. I suggest you do it now because I just met with the team and I'm about to cut it off in March and do something totally different. Why? Because the offer don't make sense. But I'm going to serve those people. So I would suggest if you think it's fake scarcity, you don't know your boy. All right. Play with it. All right. So that's number one. Number two, if you're like, man, why are you telling me about this? I got something free for you. You can get access to our $3,000 course, Ideas to Online Income, for free. It shows you how to make it out of your head. If you can make it out of your head, you can make it anywhere. So it shows you and it answers a few questions for you. What to sell, who to sell it to, and how to sell it. It breaks those things down for you and gives you templates on how to do it. Now, here's my only suggestion. Dive in. It's use it or lose it. So if you opt in, get access to it, and use the code SAVE3000, and it will take $3,000 off. You get it for free. If you do not watch it, we restrict access. If you reach back out to us like, hey, my sister-in-law, baby cousin, Keisha, don't be calling your mama house hanging up. All right, but if you call and give us an excuse of why you couldn't watch it, my team's already trained. There are no outs. You got to pay us. All right? So those are the two ways, family, that you can get access to some of these things. If you need any additional assistance, there's links somewhere. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can work with us. All right? But if you need me, you know where to find me. I'll be over here minding my online business. I'll see you in the next episode.